Raider Nation, get ready. Emotions are running high in Las Vegas as fresh updates shake the locker room. There's breaking news coming out of Jacksonville that could impact Sunday's game. Trade rumors heating up with the deadline right around the corner. 2 players the Raiders have flat out refused to move. A hard look at the offense and a season-defining challenge ahead. And trust me, the final part is going to shock a lot of people. But before we dive into all the details, real quick, make sure to subscribe to the channel. It's free, it helps a ton, and it keeps this Raider Nation conversation going strong. Drop a like too, because that's how YouTube pushes this talk out to more silver and black fans across the country. And jump in the comments, because this space belongs to everyone who bleeds for the Raider Nation. The first bomb of the day just dropped from Jacksonville, and it changes everything for Sunday. Jaguars head coach Liam Cohen confirmed that rookie sensation Travis Hunter has been placed on injured reserve and won't play against the Raiders. Man, that's huge. Hunter is that rare kind of two-way player who impacts both sides of the ball as a wide receiver and cornerback. He's electric, fast, and was set to shadow the Raiders' top target. Now, suddenly, the Jaguars lose their biggest difference maker. During Thursday's practice, Hunter went down, and Cohen said they're still assessing the injury, but he'll miss at least 4 games. It's tough for them, but let's be honest. This is a massive break for Las Vegas. Hunter was a guaranteed headache, and without him, the Raiders' offense now has freedom to open up the playbook and test Jacksonville's secondary. Coming off the bye week, the teams had extra time to recalibrate, and this is exactly the kind of opportunity you just can't waste. Offensive coordinator Chip Kelly knows he has to show real progress, and this is his window. Without Hunter, the Jaguars lose their most physical defender and their most versatile playmaker, and that changes the tone completely. Instead of a tight, scrappy matchup, the Raiders now step in with pressure to dominate. Fans are tired of hearing about details and execution. It's time to see it. If I'm Kelly, I'm testing Hunter's replacement right out of the gate. Honestly, this is the kind of game that shows if the team actually learned from its first half mistakes. When the opponent loses a key weapon like that, fans don't want excuses. They want results. They want a reaction. And trust me, that kind of news lights a fire in the locker room. The defense is fresh, the offense had time to sink, and the mood right now is now or never. Raider Nation will demand intensity from start to finish, so buckle up. Sunday's going to be the perfect test to see if Pete Carroll's squad is really evolving or if that bye week talk was just smoke. Drop a comment if you think this offense will take advantage, because the setup is perfect for a statement game at Allegiant. And next up, we're talking about 2 names nobody expected to see in trade talks. The second story sent a jolt through Las Vegas. Reports say the Raiders have been getting calls from other teams about 2 specific players, and the front office said no. And here's the twist. It's not Crosby or Myers. The players were tight end Michael Mayer and cornerback Eric Stokes. Yeah, 2 guys no one thought would even come up in trade talks. According to Sports Illustrated's Albert Breer, multiple teams reached out to see if the Raiders would bite, but the answer was firm. And honestly, that says a lot about how Pete Carroll is building this roster. Even with a rocky season, he seems determined to create a strong foundation, and Mayer and Stokes are part of that plan. Starting with Mayer, a lot of people thought he'd be expendable after the team drafted Brock Bowers, but the staff still believes in him. The kid's got soft hands, blocks well, and he's still developing in the system. With Bowers hurt, Mayer's gotten more reps and shown flashes. Nothing insane, but enough to prove he's worth patience. Carroll and Kelly see him as a core piece of a tougher, more physical offense. Stokes, meanwhile, is a different story. He's on a 1-year deal, but he's been the team's best corner by far. Young, quick, instinctive. That's the kind of guy you re-sign, not trade. Now, the name that might still move is guard Jackson Powers Johnson. He looked like a future All-Pro at center, but the staff shifted him to guard, and it just hasn't worked. His play dipped, and the vibe between him and the coaching staff seems off. Teams have been sniffing around, and if a decent offer lands, that one could actually happen. Honestly, this whole situation captures where the Raiders are right now. The roster's thin, the identity's still forming, and one bad trade could set things back again. At the same time, the fans want results now, not promises for next year. So, yeah, I get it. Holding on to Mayer and Stokes is a long-term move. They're young, they're growing, and they fit the foundation Carroll wants. But will that be enough to calm things down, especially with the trade deadline days away and Myers still pushing for a move? Because, yeah, that's our next headline, and things are heating up fast. And here we go again, the Jakobi Meyers saga. The wideout still wants out, and this time talks are seriously heating up. The guy's been nothing but professional, and no drama, no skipping practice, but he's made it clear he wants a fresh start. And with the trade deadline around the corner, the tension is real. Teams like the Steelers, Broncos, and Bills are closely watching the situation. ESPN's Jeremy Fowler reported that Meyers might be the most likely wide receiver to be moved right now. The Raiders, though, want real value and not some late-round pick swap. They're asking for a meaningful return if they're going to let go of their top receiver from the past 2 seasons. And that's where the fan base is split. Some understand his frustration. The team wouldn't extend him before the season, and he's earned the right to explore his options. Others see it as a chemistry killer. Losing your WR1 midseason could totally shake up the offense. But to be fair, the way Meyers has handled it all has been nothing short of classy. No holdouts, no cryptic posts, no bad energy, just work. That's respect for Raider Nation, and not every player shows that when things get messy. The signing of veteran Tyler Lockett adds another wrinkle here. Most see it as a safety net in case Meyers is dealt. Lockett's savvy, runs sharp routes, and can hold the fort for now, but let's be honest. He doesn't have that same connection with the quarterback or that same burst. And rumor has it the Pittsburgh Steelers are the most likely destination. They're hunting for a reliable possession receiver, and Meyers fits that bill perfectly. The only issue is price. The Raiders aren't budging unless they get something significant back. So here's the dilemma. Keep Meyers and risk losing him for nothing, or trade him now and try to stabilize the locker room. Either way, it'll shape the mood heading into Sunday's matchup with Jacksonville. Drop your take. Would you trade him or hold the line? Because next, we've got to talk about the offense, and man, things aren't looking pretty there. Let's talk about the one thing that's been driving fans crazy, the offense. 3 straight seasons of inconsistency, and the same mistakes keep popping up. Chip Kelly didn't sugarcoat it this week. We're beating ourselves, he said, and he's right. Sacks, turnovers, and penalties have killed drives before they even start. He broke it down simply. Every sack, every pick, every flag is being studied on tape. If it's execution, technique, or scheme, they're dissecting it. But honestly, this should have happened long ago. When your offense can't sustain drives, your defense burns out. Kelly pointed out that most of these issues come from basic fundamentals. O-line communication, quarterback reads, snap timing, stuff veteran teams shouldn't still be botching in November. Coming out of the bye, there's no more room for excuses. You can tell Kelly's trying to clean house. He even created a category for the mistakes. STPS, sacks, turnovers, penalties. Those alone are killing momentum. He said, you start with 1st and 10, then take a penalty, and suddenly it's 2nd and 16. Translation, you're beating yourself. That's the heart of the frustration. The talent's there, the weapons exist, but the consistency doesn't. The O-line remains a mess, and the Jackson Powers-Johnson situation just makes it worse. Moving him from center to guard was a gamble, and so far it's not paying off. If they trade him, who anchors the interior? Kelly emphasized detailing. The small things that decide games. Don't miss blocks, don't take dumb flags, don't force passes, just play clean football. But to Raider Nation, the speeches are getting old. The patience is gone. Deep down, everyone knows this team has more in them. And with Travis Hunter sidelined for Jacksonville, there's zero excuse. The offense needs to step up, now. This is the moment to show real growth. So the question is, will this group finally stop sabotaging itself? Because if not, Allegiant Stadium might start losing its patience fast. And that brings us to the final challenge, the showdown that'll reveal whether this team still has a heartbeat. Sunday's the turning point. The Raiders return from their bye-rested packed house at Allegiant Stadium and facing a rising Jaguars team. But even without Travis Hunter, no one in Vegas is taking this matchup lightly. Chip Kelly praised Hunter this week, recalling his days at UCLA, facing him back at Colorado. The guy played every snap, offense, defense, interception, catches. He's a unicorn, Kelly said. And that's the exact kind of respect this game demands. Jacksonville's fast, creative, and aggressive. Pete Carroll's team will need to stay locked in every single play. This isn't just another matchup. It's a test of how much progress this roster has actually made. Fans want energy, urgency, and, above all, consistency. Kelly said it himself. Competitive stamina is the key. Staying sharp every snap, every quarter. That goes for both sides of the ball. You can't have the offense shine one drive and collapse the next. You can't have the defense force 3 stops, then give up a 40-yard bomb. It's time for 4 full quarters of true Raider football. And honestly, this is a gut check game after all the trade drama, the locker room noise, and the offensive struggles. Fans just want to see a team that fights, not just to beat Jacksonville, but to prove they still believe. Even the female fans have been loud about it. They want energy, swagger, confidence. Games like this set the tone. Win and the vibe flips, lose and the pressure doubles. Raider Nation wants fire. They want to see guys coming out of the huddle with hunger. They want Carroll fired up on the sideline showing command, because if there's ever been a game to reignite that silver and black spirit, this is it. Sunday, at home. No excuses. The setup's perfect to turn this season around. And if the crowd brings half the intensity from practice this week, Allegiant's going to shake. Stick around till the end, because that postgame might just be emotional. Honestly, this could be the spark Raider Nation's been waiting for. Bottom line, the Raiders have the perfect chance to flip the script. A wounded opponent, a rested roster, and a fan base starving for redemption. The team turned down trades, kept its young core, handled drama head-on, and now it's time to prove that all of it built chemistry instead of chaos. This is about proving the silver and black still has soul. Drop your thoughts below. This space belongs to every fan who lives and breathes the Raider Nation. And remember, just when we think we've seen it all, something new hits us. Just win, baby.